wheelbarrow full of these green papers we have to buy a gallon of milk.
It happened with the Reichmark in Germany in 1931, I believe, where people were actually, it was cheaper to burn money than it was to go out and take the money and buy the wood with.
Because we've been taught that this green stuff is actual money. The problem is it has no value other than somebody says it does. It has real no value. It's just paper.
Correct. It has value in the fact that the Federal Reserve and the U.S. government says that it will have value.
Right.
We'll stand behind it.
But since nothing is behind it,
it could collapse.
Yes. There's nothing that says it's worth anything, because as my paper, it's not worth much.
It's only as good as long as we have people willing to buy our treasury bills and keep pumping more money into it. So
and as we know with what's going on in the news, even if you aren't a diehard, things are getting scary.
Correct. There are a lot of problems with the fiat currencies, like the bailouts. They've not taken. The banks are kind of frozen.
All right, I want to tell now, because we're going to run out of time, what do we need people to do to help this bill? It's Bill 0453. It's in the Senate. Tell us where it's at currently.
Unfortunately, it's probably going to die this season.
And why is that?
Because the chairman of the committee it's in front of doesn't believe that, one, it's an issue for the state, two, that it's going to do anything to help the economic situation for individuals.
Just out of curiosity, what's his name? Do you know?
Senator Brant Hirschman.
It's the chairman. Okay.
Yes,
We're not saying anything bad. We're allowed to say names. He is the chairman.
That's the word I've got. That's not direct.
But currently it's in committee.
And it's not going to be read, and I believe it's past the deadline to have been read to be introduced. So I talked with Senator Walker last night, and he will reintroduce it next session. We talked about it when we first presented it to him, that this would probably be a very arduous campaign, because New Hampshire's been at it for almost 5 years now. And he said, we're probably going to have to refile it again and again and again and keep working it.
But with things that are going on right now, it may help actually let people see that we need things like this, because he's right in the sense that it normally takes a long time, but with the economy, unless something miraculous happens, and I don't know a lot about economics, but I'm trying to learn, and I have found that you cannot spend your way out of...
You cannot.
I'm learning that, and I'm so sad to see that if I've learned that, why other people can't. But
well,
But it's in committee. Senator Walker has authored it.
Well, he sponsored it.
Sponsored it. And then my guy, Dennis Cruz, has co-authored it.
Co-sponsored.
Co-sponsored it. So that means he is signing his name and saying he thinks it looks good. It's dead for now. So what could people do at home to help us out right now?
Write your senators and representatives and say, Senate Bill 453 is introduced last. I like it. I would like you to consider it and support it. Send them to my website, indianahonestmoney.com. I've got a lot of information there for educational purposes.
Okay.
And go from there. I've got a second page.
Can they contact you on the side?
They can contact me on that as well. You can reach me at jerry@indianahonestmoney.com if you have questions. There's a contact button on the website you can reach me through as well.
Right now, call our senators, Bill 453, call her right, and just say, or first go on the website, Indiana Honest Money, read it. And I've seen that you have some great things that you say what it is and what it isn't.
I still have a lot of work to do, because it's kind of a complex thing to get your hands around.
It is.
A lot of people aren't familiar with the gold and silver that we did use in the past. Example, a fellow last night said, oh, gold and silver is great, but you can't eat it. Well, that's true, but you couldn't eat these in 1880 either, but they were still currency.
I can't eat the green paper I use.
Exactly.
I don't know what his point was.
A lot of people in the country are buying this. Now, what I have here, I don't know if the camera can see the table here.
Yeah, I don't know that it can. We'll hold them up.
I've got a wide array of silver coins, and these are called...
oh, there it is.
Called...
we have awesome camera people. Look at that.
Junk silver. And what they are is pre-1964 coins that are 90% silver that was used in the United States. And this is a walking Liberty. Liberty is one of my favorites. There we go. It's a walking Liberty. This is called junk silver, and the reason they call it junk is because it has very little numismatic value or collector's value as an old coin.
You can see, pretty.
Exactly. You can see this one's quite worn. We have, this is what's called a barber dime. A lot of people don't see these. The barber was on 3 different coins at once: the dime, the half dollar, and the dollar. This one, as you can see, is quite worn, but they still have silver content, and they still have value. For example, a dollar. I do have a quarter here. This is 1 ounce troy net of silver, $1.25. And I could take this, and somebody wanted to trade me in for silver value. This isn't 1 ounce silver. As a matter of fact, I sent Dr. Vieira 2 ounces troy silver for a book.
Oh, how cool! So you are actually even using it?
I'm trying to, yes.
Oh, that is wonderful.
About using,
and you're saying it's very hard for you to use it like that, and that's what you're trying to fix.
You've got to find someone to work with you, and vendors as well. There are alternate currencies, if we can.
Well, we're going to run out of time, Jerry.
Real quick, you can. Private individuals can use private currencies. This is an example of what's called Lakota. Lakota Free Bank is just coming online. There's another one I mentioned earlier, Liberty Dollar. You can get, this is 1 ounce silver.
Well, I want to send them to your website again.
Correct.
IndianaHonestMoney.com. Jerry Titus is, so it's not in committee right now, or it's going to die, but we've got a lot of work, and that'll give us a year. Is that how it works?
My goal is this time next year to have 50 or 60 die-hard activists helping me down beating up the State House.
And I'm one. I will definitely help.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Well,
it's in our Constitution, if nothing else, and I've become a big fan of that. So we are so thrilled that you could come on and tell us about this, because I don't know anything. But I'm just shocked that which one was the $1,300 one?
Right here.
It's a beautiful coin.
And do they still go like this on with their teeth?
And think about how many dollars I'd have to
I could
have.
see some good bills.
This is I'm going to zoom in on it, St. Gaudens. It's one of my favorites. It's a beautiful coin.
All right, we're going to run out of
All
time,
right.
Jerry. I thank you so much for coming.
You're
we will
welcome.
have to have you back.
Okay, be happy to.
Thanks, guys. IndianaHonestMoney.com. We used to dance with paddles.
Nice shot, Ray.